So he's stole that thunder out of that bit there, he did. But the point is, if those things are causing the general divorce issues in the UK in 2010, and if these things are in our marriages, then it's not a very good thing, right? So that's the thing to understand here early, and they're the things we probably need something formal made in terms of some sort of marriage counselling and all that, but it's not a good area of marriages at the moment, I don't think. Anyway, so today's topic is about truthfulness, honest living. Now we all know the Sakhi about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Bhai Lalo, Malik Bhago. Malik Bhago was so with home, he's so engrossed in himself. He says, "This is Guru's here." You know, like we get now, the loaded people. Funny how these sadhus always end up at their houses, right? But the loaded ones, they got this thing that I'll just clock this guy, give him a bit of a car and all that, and my way to heaven is all sorted. Now, Malik Bhago, that's what he thought. And there's a Bhai Lalo there who's a very, very poor, sick, poor person. Guruji said, I can't really eat at your house to Malik Bhago. Because obviously Guruji knew everything. And he said, well, what's the issue? Because I've got these delicacies. He's got a chapati and one dal. Mine's better. He says, yours ain't better. And then the Sakhi goes that Guruji took his prashada and took both of them and squeezed them, and blood came out of his, Malik Bhago's, and milk came out of Bhai Lalo's. And Guruji is saying that you destroyed people's lives by making this money. You're an evil person. He said, this is an honest person. And his milk came out. Now, the point is here that Sakhi is a simplified Sakhi. I'm going to cover that. I think Bhai Lalo had more than just that, than what the Sakhi tells us, and that's what we go through. First thing, when we talk about truthfulness, speaking the truth, I've had conversations even with Gursikhs. They say it's all right to do lies here and there when you need to do a bit of a left turn when you're going to get in trouble. Now, if we read Gurbani, Guru says, "Kaya hans kya preet hai, je paya hi chhad jaye. Isnu kood bol ke khwaliye, je chaldiya naal na jaye." Guruji is asking us a question. He says, between your soul and mind, and your body, he goes, what's the relationship between those two things? He goes, as soon as your soul says, or gets called, now in Gurbani, Guruji says, we get called at a certain point, dargah to hag mildiya of a person. And we read it every day, Sadade Nitapavan, we read it in our soil every day, Sadan Hara Simriya Nanak Sedevan, that Guruji called, there's a call and we have to go at that point. Guruji is saying at that point, when the soul goes, he goes, it just chucks the body to one side and it just goes. He goes, what's the real relationship between those two things? And he says, why are you feeding this body by telling it lies, and when you leave it doesn't go with you? So he's saying we speak lies to try and make the body look better to other people. Na jhoot na bol pande sach kahiye, home jai shabd kar lahiye. Guruji is saying to the pandit, he goes, stop telling lies. There's other shabds Guruji tells a mullah as well. He goes, mullah jhoot kale bolta tu. So he's telling a pandit not to tell lies. He tells a mullah not to tell lies. But the Gursikh can tell a few lies here and there. That kind of makes sense, no? So he says, eradicate egotism through the word of the Shabd, and then one finds his home. Again, that topic that we covered on ego, Guruji says, destroy the home and God's right there. Stay in your home, God's nowhere. You won't find him. But je jana mar jaiye, ghumna aiye, jhoothi duniya lag, na aap manjaiye, boliye sach dharm jhoot na boliye, boliye sach dharm jhoot na boliye, jo gur dasse vaat murida joliye. Now this is by Farid ji. Now Farid ji, again, I'm not going to get into this too much, is allegedly a Muslim, but he's very clear. He's saying what your Guru tells you, you do it. Muslim don't believe in the Guru, right? Now, he said, if I had known that I was to die and not return again, I would not have ruined myself by clinging to the world of falsehood. Now, he's saying, you're in this place now, because when you die, you're not going to come back to that specific place again, so why are you so attached to that thing? He goes, speak the truth in righteousness and do not speak falsehood, and the discipline that the disciple ought to travel the route pointed out by the Guru. So this is Farid ji kehte, your Guru dasse waat murida jo liye. He goes, your Guru told you to do something, he goes, live that way. Jhoot nahi bolna. So I want you to go into your two groups here. I'll ask you these questions. This is from a kind of American kind of questioning. How truthful are people? So a cashier mistakes your £5 for a £10 and gives you extra £5. That should be £5 back. Do you speak up? I'll give you an example of that. I mean, we were in a shop once. We went to Matalan, I think it was. Terrible shop. But we went in there, and the buri on the counter, she must have gave us about £5 extra. Don't know what she was doing that day, and then she gave us about £5. We went out the shop, and there's £5, and we thought, she's done it wrong. So we went back, and the security guard goes, what's up, where are you going? Because going back to the shop. Because why? Because she's given us extra change. And he's looking at us like this, going. So we went, give it back to her, and it happened again at Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's, she gave me extra money, and I goes, you give me about £3-4 extra. And she, because her till wouldn't have added up at the end of the day, and they would have said, she was a George. She's a George. And they look at you like you're some weirdo, like, what planet is this person from? But anyway, your sister asks you if she looks fat in this outfit. Maybe it's American, I didn't write this. Yep, she does. So do you confess? You dent a car in the parking lot in the middle of the night, what do? Your friend has cheated his neighbour, who happens to be a friend of yours. So when the neighbour mentions it and you know that they cheated them, what do you say to them? You're late to a job interview for a position you're really hoping to get. What excuse do you make? That's a top one. I've had really good excuses from people. This guy said, he said, my wife's having a hysterectomy after leaving my job. So, if you could cheat on your taxes and be almost sure to get away with it, would you? Businessman gine baithe hai. So downloading illegal content and using unlicensed software is okay. Is that true? And have you done a whiplash claim in the past 3 years? I got whiplash, and I had a phone call from the insurance person, and she goes, what's your problem? Why aren't you claiming? And I goes, I don't want to claim. She goes, all you have to do is go to the doctor in 2 weeks' time, say you got whiplash. She goes, go again in 3 months' time, tell him you got whiplash. She goes, then it's £2,000. She goes, if you go again in a year's time, it's another 1,000 or 2,000. She's talking about something like that. I goes to her, I don't want to claim. She goes, what's your problem? How long have you had a car? This is an insurance person on the phone. She goes, how long have you had a car? I said, it's been, how long have you been now? So, it's been about 15, 16 years. She goes, did you know you're paying every year, you're paying an extra 20 to 35 pounds in your insurance for these whiplashes. She goes, why aren't you claiming it back? That's what they're doing. She's the insurance person telling me to do that. I just told her to go away, stop bothering me. But I want you to sit down and think about these situations and tell me. You don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell the other person. You just talk generally. What do people do in these situations? And then when we go to the next dunya, we talk about utthe sache hi sach nibade chun vak kade jajmalya thaun pain kudya muh kale dojak chalya tere nayrate se jin gaye haar gaye se thagan walya likh na ave dharam bahalya. You say utthe sach hi nibadda hai. When you go to the next world, they say sach hi nibadda utthe. They can't take anything where they say slight little scam there, let's turn a blind eye, pay a bit of Indian rupiah over here and I'll let you off. That didn't happen there. Thauna pain kudeyar, Guruji says it's clear because you can't get a place if you don't kudeyar. Muh kale dozak chale, because they make your face black. Jida panj pyare make your face black and change the sangat, say tu galti kiti maafi mango sangat no. They make your face black there. Guru says tere nae ratte se jan gaye, because your naam jap ke range hua rang lag gaya. In other words, they become like, it becomes their boj and food ban janda. तेरे नायर ते से जिन गए उत्थे जित जाते हो, they win. हार गए से ठगन वाले जेडे ठगियां करते दुनिया ते, वो हार गए. लिखना है धर्म बहालिया. Guru Ji says he made this righteousness, but in righteousness Waheguru wrote Naam. He gave the human being Naam. And when we ask the human being बैठे आ, outside बैठे आ, you see them all, उन्होंने पूछिए नाम जपदे आ? नाम नहीं कोई जपदा. Then we wonder why. Guru Ji says विरले ने बचना है. It's in our faces. Guru Ji says virla means 1 in billions is going to get saved. Because it's in our faces that what Guru is saying we're supposed to be doing, we're not doing it. You know? So if you just sit for a couple of minutes there, because I don't want to go too long with the thing today, so just for about 4 or 5 minutes, if you discuss these things, yeah.